Moving on to Aljamain, Sterling versus Petr Yan. When I first watched the fight last night, watching it live, I thought that Petr Yan won round 1, round 4, and round 5. There's no denying that even though Aljamain wasn't really able to, he got to an advantageous position by taking the back, he wasn't able to really threaten with any type of submission. There was stuff there. He was threatening with the neck, but Yan was doing a really sound job with the hand defense, right? Not giving him that stuff, keeping moving, not staying in a stagnant position too long so that, he did a good job there. He did a good job of peeling stuff off and staying sound. So, but there's no denying that Sterling won 2 and 3, and I think Yan won 4 and 5. The question is that first round. Who won that first round? And if you guys go back and watch it, though, I watched it again this morning, and I still don't know, but I really kind of feel like Sterling won. If you look at a lot of the punches and stuff that Yan was throwing, they really weren't connecting. He landed a nice, I remember, I think, a nice right hand that was actually really nice. But over the course of the round, Sterling was kind of connecting with the body kicks quite often, right? Doing a little bit more there, and it took place primarily on the feet. So I kind of am leaning towards this is right. Sterling, I think, won 2 and 3. And Yan came back and looked good in 4 and 5. But I don't know. I kind of think Sterling did enough now. Again, it's a close one. If you want to give it to Yan, I don't have a problem with that. It's not again, I don't think either one would have been a robbery. But I kind of think Sterling was a little bit more effective on the feet in the first round than Yan was. If you watch it back, watch how much of the stuff that Yan was throwing, how many of his punches and stuff were missing. Not that they all were, and not that he didn't have moments of success, but pay attention to just how often Sterling's just kind of tagging him with stuff, right? Clearly outclassed in the boxing department, but did a good job of working his kicks and stuff, controlling the range a little bit, drawing some big offense out of Petr Yan, which is a little bit I think Anik even mentioned it on the broadcast, uncharacteristic, maybe some moments of frustration. I think that Sterling kind of won the first round after watching it back. I really do. Like I said, when I watched it live last night, I thought Yan won 1, 4, and 5, and I was kind of surprised that they gave it to Sterling. But when I watched it back, I was like, no. And there's one time when I was at a live UFC fight. It was an event in Buffalo. DC was fighting, I think Anthony Johnson. Goddamn. I should know. First, it's either Johnson or Lewis. I'm almost positive it was Anthony Johnson. But Josh Emmett had a fight, I believe. Wow, I can't even remember who it was. I think it was Josh Emmett. Had a fight, and I remember watching it from up in we were pretty high up, we didn't have great seats. And it looked like one of the guys was connecting on everything. He was throwing with way more volume. And but he was missing a lot. And when I watched one, I was doing the shit now, prepping like I do now, whatever, right? And when I watched that fight, I think Joe Rogan said in the broadcast, he was if you're watching this from the stands, it probably looks like he's winning because he's coming really close with these, but they're all just missing. And I think Emmett was actually outlanding him. I forget who it was. Fuck, it's bugging me so bad. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to throw it in the comments or something. I'm not going to do it right now. But anyway, my point is just sometimes it can look like somebody's winning a fight because also with Sterling versus Yan's missing in really narrow margins. And those 135ers are throwing their hands fast. So it's kind of hard to tell, right? And there are things that glance off I don't know. That aren't really impacting. There's a lot there. But I gave it to Sterling, man. I kind of thought they got this one right.